Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to FSB Racing Friday Night. Your host, Shawn Reap, here with my partner in crime, Milt Minter Jr. How you doing, Milty?
Pretty good, pretty good. Watching the end of the truck race, no spoilers. And we got us a great sim race today at the track Too Tough to Tame, the Lady in Black, Darlington.
Those trucks are going to be having a hard time if they've got no spoilers, too. But we're here at one of my favorite tracks of all time, the Evil Egg, the Lady in Black, Darlington Raceway, as Milty noted. You can see them behind me getting their final practice in. Yeah, it's a fun place. Two totally different ends to the track. You know, the famously narrower end to preserve a minnow pond when it was built. Higher banking in that end, faster, wider corner here in turn one where we're sitting as you see cars driving by us for practice. You brake on one end, you lift on the other. Tires get destroyed. The racing groove is narrow. It's tough. It's a real tough place. That's why they call it Too Tough to Tame, and it's why it's one of my favorites. We got Doris Gately cheering for Slim. Of course we do.
In my history here at FSB, I've ran a lot of Darlingtons back in the day, and I've got like one win, you know. I was always getting beat by guys like Rick Johnson, Matt Watkins, Damien Gottstella, and Kevin Lewis.
Yeah,
a lot of seconds, and Jim Ray, a lot of other drivers too. Because on the long runs, they would save tires better. I could go fast at the beginning, but tire wear is going to be huge. Going to be huge, especially if we get long runs towards the end.
Tire wear is huge. Where you do it is right here in turn one. You can go flat out in the first couple laps here in this setup and these physics. It's not a good idea because you're going to knock the shiny off right away and you're not getting it back. And you're going to pay for that on the back end of the run. And yeah, the Professor Slim Jim Gately on the pole. You bet he knows that. He's one tough customer at places like this. So does
his mom, and there she is.
Yeah, there she is, yep. So does Ken Shea, Mark DeSenza, Jim Christopherson, all these fast guys up front. Surprising to see Matt Watkins, must have been for pitting purposes, chose to start at the back.
Yeah, the homeboy there. He used to drive by the track on the way to work. You
see more cars practicing pitting, and that's another thing that's key here, is when you're coming into pit, you gotta yank it down in the middle of turn 3 and 4 there, and if you're pitting on a green flag run, you're pitting on really bad tires. You know, like not just worn out, those things are junked. They're absolute trash by the time you're gonna make a green flag stop, and it's tough to get the car slowed down with tires that worn, and that could definitely make or break someone's night. And you can see the pit road here. It's pretty wide, but the steros are kind of narrow, and a lot of these spots do have spaces in front of them, so I'm thinking that's probably what Matt Watkins was looking for. Let's see if we can find where his spot is, actually. You see him practicing. I don't think that was his pit stall.
Well, and we know where Matt Watkins excels, and that's green flag pit stops, entry, exit, in lap and out lap.
See, there's that gap like I was talking about. You want to try and get one of those gaps. It's probably what he was going for with that no qualifying strategy. But getting through the rest of the field quickly here while they take the grid. I already covered your top 4. Rick Castle continues to show us good things there. Putting the 124 and P5. Steve Weber, the Big Cactus. Pops Margerson, Chris Beckman, Ryan Johnson, Brian Lovell coming back here in the 043. Rounds out your top 10. Shane Wisman, Dan Jones, Johnny Doucette, Matt Stewart, Dave Ellens rounding out your top 15. And then the last of the qualifiers, Tom Jackson, Dave Jandry, Kevin Mays, and T.G. Reese. And then your provisional starters there. Jason Dulfer, he gets that empty spot from me in front of him, so that works out well. Ken Hansen, your Tuesday winner. Almost had him. I almost had him. But, yep, Ken Hansen got that on Tuesday.
He done beat you.
He got me. I slipped up once and let him by, and then Webb got by too, and I had to use up too much trying to get back by Webb, and I couldn't get back to Hansen. Would have been my 9th Darlington win to your 1. It's good to know that I've got one over you. someplace. Matt Watkins, looks like it pays off. He gets the empty spot from Milty in front of him. Grad Auto rounding out your field there. That was what he was going for, and it worked out perfectly for him.
You know, I think I got a new nickname here for Brian Lovell, being related to Tim Lovell, you know.
The astronaut.
It just popped into my head, you know. Oh, man. Who was that? David Bowie?
Oh, Starman. Okay.
Starman. That's his new nickname for now.
Starman. Anyway. All right, I like it. All right, well, we got a quick pace lap here to make our picks for the night. And I think I'm just gonna go with Pole here and Slim Jim Gately.
No risk.
It's gonna be hard to beat from there.
I'm gonna go with our partner in crime there, the 007. And that's you know, R.I.P. Sean Connery, the original.
Absolutely.
007 as we get ready to go green here. Gotta really be careful. 1 and 2 are way different than 3 or 4.
Absolutely.
1 and 2 barely even a lift. Got to get down low in 1 and 2, then drift in the center, pick up the gas a little, drift again, and then power out. 3 and 4 hard braking into 3, and then rolling through the center and powering out of 4. Shaped like an egg. Oh, boy,
see that top 5 there? They wisely zippered in together. They know what they got to do. They know they got to get give and take, and they weren't trying to get anything more than they needed to get on that first corner.
Absolutely. Little racy in the back there, 007 going for the 58. Oh, and Johnny Descent was afraid he was going to hit him. Hits the brakes hard, and the 58, 5 fingers.
Yeah, see,
5 fingers on the wall there.
Someone's wall sucked. Looks like they're going to get down, though.
Did not get out of there, and he was afraid to whip it too much and get. Oh man, my door's open. So my wife's asleep in it.
Oh, whoops.
Whoopsie. So that's going to be Darlington Stripe, as they call it.
Yeah, they talk about that. That's also back in the day. This track used to be reversed from how it is now, and so because that turn 1 and 2 goes around more than a full 180 degrees, if you were going fast enough, you would just rub the right side of your car on what was a guardrail at the time, an Armco guardrail, and you'd rub the paint off, and you get your Darlington Stripe.
Well, we got a huge fan contingent today with my homeboy from Visalia Tile, my daughter, and her boyfriend, Luke, and Tim Ray, and the great Troy Noel. And he wants the big cactus for the win there. You know what really sucks for Johnny 5 fingers there is not only did he got damage, he did a great job staying out the wall and not wiping everybody out, but he didn't get a caution there. So cautions are pretty finicky. You gotta wreck them up real good here.
Yeah, that is something I missed on the lead-in. That's an excellent point. Milty is... Another quirk about how this track was designed is that big apron you see to the inside as these guys go through 1 and 2, and all the way around the track. In fact, that was what was designed as the racing surface. They didn't think people were going to race on the banks. They thought the bank was a safety runoff. And then someone went up there, that's why it's so narrow, someone went up there and said, hey, I'm faster here. And now that's where they race. And so that's considered apron in the game. And this track is notorious for not throwing a caution when cars spin to the inside of those big front and backstretch apron areas.
With this long run we hope we get, you see them spreading out already. Tire wear already affecting. Do you run hard or do you try to stay back in that second pack like Pac-Man is, Matt Watkins, and save your tires for later in the run? What do you run here, about 34 laps?
This is less than a mile and a half, so I think you can get as much as 40. If you're good at saving the tires, you can run a tank dry. If you're not good at saving the tires, then you're going to get about the same as a 1.5 miler.
Yep, he's always going for that 3 car. of Mark DeCenza. That's a good pit.
See, we were following there.
Oh, boy,
wow!
Dan Jones
Woo.
really close.
Oh, there goes the 34 around. Right in front of the 115.
Tapped on the brakes there, got loose, and then tried to get back on the gas right in that double apex of, and the caution is out of turn 1 and turn 2.
I think that was 3 and 4 there, Milty.
My bad, my 3 and 4, yep.
Here we got it on the right side there. For some reason, I can't get Shane Winston's car to load, even though I tried to load it manually, but that is normally a black and white car, but it's purple on my second screen here. And it looks like he just got a little harder on the brakes than Dan was expecting, and Dan got in the backside, and again, that right in front of Dave Ellens. Nowhere for Dave to go.
Going for the pace car. Oh, Johnny Rutherford there. He's pretty slow. The old pace car driver. There he goes. Gotta wait for him before he can pit. Slim Jim Gately down pit road in the lead again. When he's been out there on the track, he's been dominant. I think the worst place he started when he's raced was P4, and that was the road course. Laughing at my kid there. Yeah.
So pit stop's underway. You see, only 9 laps in, but these guys want tires. I mean, legend has it. The crew chiefs used to fine crew members for rolling the tires back from the Goodyear tent instead of putting them on a dolly and carrying them in.
Just rolling them.
Yeah, all these Carolina tracks, they've just got nasty abrasive surfaces. It's like an aircraft carrier deck.
Good stop for the Slim Jim team. Step yourself into a Slim Jim. And we got the 41 driver, Chris Beckman. How's the race going, bud?
Pretty early yet, Milty. It's hard to say, but good to hear your friendly voice.
Yeah, we were noticing the top 5 just very orderly zipped into line. Oh!
Oh!
Not sure what happened there.
Oh, my. I don't think people are used to this speed.
Well, that should still allow Chris to line back up. We'll be quiet, just don't let him hear a spotter.
Yes, Jessica, Slim Jims. Support my boy there, Slim Jim Gately.
That should be a no harm, no foul there, hopefully. Not sure what happened.
It's almost like we're at a crawl on the backstretch here, and I did the same coming into the pits.
Well, and that's the thing. There's no rest. There's no rest.
No, pay attention.
You have to be on your game all the time. Sim racing.
Yeah, especially a narrow track like this.
These pit stops are real, and the pace car is very slow, which is not real. The 2003 Sim, that was one of the things, you just have to deal with. The pace car on certain tracks, especially this one, is very slow, and there's a huge backup, and you got to be ready for it at all times.
Yeah, pace car currently, it's 45 miles per hour, which is exactly the same as the pit speed itself, and that's unusual. Most time the pace car goes about 10-15 miles per hour faster than pit speed.
So you can get caught up if you don't watch yourself with the car above you when you go to pits.
Well, it looks like Mark DeRocket DeCenza stayed out in the number 3 car, as well as Brad Otto, that number 31 Marine Buick. Or Oldsmobile. Is that an Oldsmobile logo in front? An older template there. Maybe Brad's coming in to sign the top off.
I know that. 1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marine Corps.
He's either getting out of the way or topping off this time by.
Brad? Do you feel faint? And he's pitting. He was going to try to lead a lap there, I guess, get some TV time.
You might be able to do it with the geometry of pit road here in the slow pace car.
So that's significant laps on the tires. I expected 3 to get up like a fish on a worm here. They're going to go after him right now.
Yeah, we were losing well over a second and a half on lap times after just 20 laps.
Yep.
Yeah, and this is that's what the truck physics in these. If you know the game, you know this is a mod of Aero 88. 1988 cars, so it uses the physics that the trucks use, which is easier on tires than like the Cup cars.
And it appears the 40 car of Jim Christopherson has been abducted by aliens, as it just dropped off the face of the planet there.
Yeah, they tractor beamed him out of here.
And we don't see a disconnect yet, but he has been having intermittent connection issues all season, really. It looks like it may have finally bit him, and there it is.
Yes, I'm watching him go.
We've dropped the 40.
He can get back in, but he'll go at least a lap down.
He's going to be many laps down when he gets back in, when it's all said and done. Tough break there for the 40 Western Auto Machine. Points contender, Jim Christopherson. Always a race contender, too.
Oh, my.
Yeah,
that hurts.
Yeah, that does stink. But, meanwhile, Slim Jim's going to be looking to get around his teammate, Mark DeSenza, here. Those 10-lap tires are not going to be doing DeSenza any favors. Or if he just took right sides, I'm not sure which. Either way.
Well, I can't see it, but maybe they forgot to put the Sean Connery sticker on the 007 there. We'll have to talk to him as he's getting ready to go green, so he's back in his team channel. Mark D. Rocket
back in the air.
DeSenza, back from a heart attack about a year ago, worked his way back into sim racing and getting good health, and he's back on top of his game. Let's see what he can do with them tires, though. EG behind him, behind those leaders, the 91 prowling. Opar on the move.
I saw
Fourth,
Slim.
the 124 car. Rick Castle, this is a great track for him, and he needs a little bit of luck. He has not had it.
Slim not making the move yet. I'm guessing maybe Mark just either got a better pit stop or has right side tires instead of
maybe we missed that.
Yeah, we're back looking and see what the source of the caution was. I just heard someone hit the rev limiter going into 3 and 4. I think they hit the clutch instead of the brake, but nobody went around.
Single file. Every time you redo these runs, you gotta try to battle. What's the battle? It's tire wear versus speed. How hard do you want to push?
Yeah, Matt Watkins up to P9 already after starting in the back.
Yeah, he's had to push, but you have to figure what he do on the pits is usually make spots and Slim Jim Gately going for the lead into turn 1. No, that's
turn 1. That's the hardest place to pass here.
It's hard to tell with this little screen I'm looking at here. I'm used to it more with the old version of Darlington from the sim. This one has got a darker pavement.
Yeah, kind of dark lighting too. Some people have to crank their gamma up, and caution's back on the speedway. And Mark DeRocket DeSenza, finally showing second there. I thought he was letting a bunch of cars go by when the caution popped out.
Dave Ellen's getting going here. Might want to take a look at that 57 Chevy. Maybe.
I do believe you are correct, and oh yeah.
Jason Dolfer getting going here.
Looks like you got to look a little bit ahead of the 57
There's
Chevy.
The slowdown again. Look.
Yeah, down to a crawl. So here we go. Here's your caution. Looks like Dave Jandry getting into 3. Gets way loose up the track. Dave Ellens responds to that, slows down, and gets a little help from behind there from Jason Dulfer.
Gets into that too. You can see the damage on the 63 car.
Chain reaction there. You see a 58, 99, Doucette and Margison ducking down low, using that ample apron area to escape that
Great
wreck.
pit stop by the 15 team. We're sitting in the pits there watching them.
Here he comes. Did he just take 2? I think he may have just... There's no way he didn't take 2 tires.
He took 2.
A lot of guys took 2 tires, I think. Look at all these cars come out ahead of Slim.
I think that strategy would be okay just with 5 or 6 laps like that.
Yeah,
just
end,
a couple
right?
laps at that, yeah.
Yeah, definitely 2 tires for the 15. Like 4 for the 9. Then he gets pinched in by Dulfer. The damaged car, that hurt the 9. They might have had contact a little bit. The 15 storms out from 9th. He's right behind the 91.
How did Shawn do on the chicken run?
Second.
Oh, I thought you had that one.
I did have it, and I got a little loose. And I let not just Hansen, but Webb by, and then I had to work around to get around Webb, and I used too much.
Like Brian Lovell's having radio issues or texting issues. Stuck on.
Button.
And the admin, Ryan Johnson, looks like the lucky dog will be the 40 car.
Yep, 40 cars only one lap down because of that disconnect.
Woo, 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 woo. Back on the lead lap, buddy.
Indeed. Well, is he back on the lead lap? Let's see. I still haven't fixed the ticker from last week. No, he is 6 laps down. So that's going to be rough. That was a weird little hiccup.
Kevin Mays stays out, and he might inherit the lead here. Campbell for the 92 team there get some track position and some TV time, and he got it. Dog racing.
So we talked about this being a place that can produce long green flag runs, and still early, but we're looking for that.
And he peels off, so got him some points there. Looks like, I don't know, he was in second, so.
I couldn't remember the exact range we have tonight because it didn't really factor in on Tuesday. But what is it, about 40 laps for tires and fuel?
Oh, 36 is pushing it.
That's what I figured, 34 to 36.
Okay, so you guys can get about 36. I can do 40
wow,
here.
I got one right, man. You must be clutching, bro.
Somebody got some roll bar gas.
I've done 40 here. I've done it and won that way. Or at least 38.
Okay, so Janry does the same thing. 4 tires for Kevin Mays and Mud Dog Racing car.
I remember there was one time here on a Friday night.
It looks like a Oldsmobile.
There was one time here in the Winston Cup Series on a Friday night where both Ryan and I were clutching the whole time, and we slammed into each other. It was like Pearson and Petty at Daytona, and we spun down the front stretch, got going again, no caution, and both sputtered across the line.
T-Roy, let me turn the chick in, dude. I can tell you, it's really cool when you actually get to meet guys you race with online. And T-Roy's one of those guys that I've hung out and partied with in Stocktown, California. And he could turn the chicken, man. That dude can barbecue two barbecues at once with a cocktail in his hand, talking constantly and flipping constantly. The man.
That's talent. Well, we're about to take this back to green with Ken Shea in the number 91 Super B up front.
Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, we got to drive 45 minutes to get to one of those around here. Here we go, back to green. Dave Ellen's dropping to the bottom right on the start. If he's got a problem or letting people go.
Tom Jackson in P15 from the couch watching having cocktails, watching on Friday nights to in the race car and run a top 15 in this group. This is a really good run for him on a very difficult, probably one of the most difficult tracks. Oh, Brad Otto gets loose in front of him. That was a sticker pecker moment, and Brad scrapes the wall.
It's like the 115. I don't know what he's doing. Coming down pit road, he almost missed it after running around on the apron. I don't know if he's retiring with a mechanical issue or if he's trying to serve a black flag or what.
Jackson also rocking the Marines on the side there and the Tennessee Titans. And he's holding off these dudes. These guys are pro sim racers here. 53 of TG Reese trying to catch up with him. He got out of sequence a little bit.
It appears the 115.
Chris Beckman. I'm sorry, Matt Stewart all going at it.
It appears the 115 had to serve a penalty. Well, that's why he was there. He pulled into the pits, didn't get any tires, and he's back rolling again. So he must have gotten a passing penalty. It looks like they were holding him. That's really going to hurt the 115's chances tonight.
Okay, there could be other guys there too, because there was, looking on the scanner now, there was mass confusion on where to line up. Haven't seen any other texts or chats. Meanwhile, the 41, after talking to us and then crashing under the caution, just a little bit of Land O'Lakes butter on the track there, but he's back going, and I think at that low speed, I don't think he's got any damage. So.
No, I don't think that got him any damage. And it might not even hurt the tires.
He's all over.
He's in the A7.
And there's contact between him and Tom Jackson. Not sure if I saw contact
Tom's
there
still
or not.
going.
It's still no caution. Are you kidding me? Gonna take a look at that. Tom Jackson going again here, but got to be some damage on that Thunderbird.
Yeah.
Little Darlington stripe.
The wall saved him, kept him from going to a full spin cycle, and prevented the caution from coming out.
Meanwhile, your leader is Ken Shea. PG in the Super B.
115 down pit road again. 90's spinning off turn 4. You see there, Matt Stewart is around to the inside, and we do have caution on the speedway. No, we don't.
No, we don't.
The yellow light never turned off.
That caution dude asleep or what? Give him a Budweiser. Let's go, son.
There we go. I refreshed the page, and it cleared up.
It's Ken Shea with the great Matt Watkins behind him. Steve Weber up to P3. Great pit stops and patience, and the 83 has had more speed than he's ever had in his career, and he is already a champion of this Friday night Winston Cup Series. But now he's added the new dimension. he fast. Not just clean and consistent. He clean, consistent, and he fast. Now, Rick Castle's got to be thinking here, man, dude. Finally, I've had some luck here. I'm right in with this big group here.
Like Webb gets loose off 4, and that's gonna get him freight train going into turn 1. Only 2 cars by.
And you're not in a bad position if you're like where Castle is right now, because you could save tires and fuel. You make that decision late to go a little bit later or a little.
Oh, Matt Watkins loose.
Way high. You see quick hands, McGraw right there saves it again. This dude has to do that at least once a race. He just has to scare the living crap out of himself.
Yeah,
and everybody around him. He just does that. I seen him do it in the Indy 500, hitting the apron.
It's just not a Matt Watkins race if he doesn't do that.
But he does. All I could hear was his tires going. Oh boy, man! Pac-Man's. Might have to change his Pac-Man chonies there. The 90 car of Matt Stewart letting everybody by.
Yeah, he went for that spin on the front stretch a couple laps ago. That killed the tires, and I don't know if he got any damage from it. But no caution from his spin.
Gotta hope to try to get a lucky dog and get a lucky caution here.
Looks like Dave Ellens has retired. I think maybe he just had a compounding penalty issue there.
Compound fracture.
Yeah, basically.
Been there, done that. That's so frustrating. I'm sure, I don't know if it was me, you wouldn't want to be in that team channel because it would be R-rated. And a lot of times you just don't realize what you did wrong. You're in the middle of the moment. Head shape pushes a little high. Slim Jim Gately putting the pressure on. Here goes Matt Watkins along with him. And the 3 car wants to get in that mix.
He's so tight through there.
Close.
Oh, 15's loose.
Matt gets loose. He spins the tires coming out. And has to save it
And he
again.
slips right back in line. He is not doing those tires any favors.
Yeah, they get angry on this South Carolina pavement.
He's on 2 to begin with, and he's not treating them nice. That'll put Slim Jim back to the lead, and see Matt Stewart is coming out of the pits there. That's going to put him even further behind.
Okay, I don't have anything but talk here, and once again, I did not keep track of when they pitted. Which is all I gotta do, so we can figure out when they're gonna pit again.
It was a good 5-6 laps ago.
Let's take a look at those lap times that the 41 was talking about, and that degradation.
Right now, the 41 himself is running a 31.02. His best, make that a 31.9 that time. After a 29.934 being his best.
Slim Jim Gately takes the lead. His last lap a 39. His best a 31.15. So let's see. Look at the line here. What he does again. Another 39.55. So what that's telling me is they're losing upwards of a half a second to 3/4 of a second already.
Yep.
And with that comes handling changes. Try to go into the corner the same. One time, it sticks. The next time, it might not. Tom Jackson getting out of the way. Great run from him. Still 17th. Got to try to, now he's going to go a lap down here. Whoa, that was close. I've been there on that apron when you're trying to let guys by. There's no banking. So you're slowing down, and all of a sudden you realize, dude, this thing won't turn.
Yeah, Pops Marguson gets a piece of the wall there getting around him.
A venerable one.
You see, we have settled into that nice long green flag run like I was predicting we'd get at some point tonight.
Still hasn't lost anything. Pops Marguson, P10 in the top 10 battle. And the car we haven't spoke about in a while is Starman. The 43 of Brian Lovell.
Yeah, the 043 Brian Lovell.
043, excuse me. And he's into the wall a little bit.
But he's okay, though. Just kind of skimmed
That's just a Darlington stripe right there.
Exactly.
You ain't been to Darlington, you get one. Then you can stand there and drink beer after and look at the car and go, look at that. Pretty cool, huh?
They used to do stuff like put some wood blocks between the fender and the wheel well to try and keep them from getting pushed in. Oh, 92 way loose as the leaders pass him. He almost cooked Slim going by there. That was almost huge. But everyone gets by, no harm.
Well, this track's hard enough to drive when you're on the racing line. When you go off line to try to let guys by.
And Kevin's still having a hard time getting that car back under control, as you see more cars catching him. Well, we could be 3 wide going into 3 here. This is... Woo!
Here comes the 124 of Ray Castle. Has Matt Watkins, and he's taking a beat on the 91.
I gotta figure Matt Watkins' tires are just done for after the 2 slides he went for.
Daniels.
I don't think Matt has damage, but I know he's got mad tires.
Here comes Castle on the inside, taking a look at the 91.
And Shay's just gonna let him go.
Really be having tire degradation here.
Don't forget, 91's another one of those that took 2 tires.
Okay, so...
And just a few laps on the tires is enough. Like Slim Jim there, he just moves over and lets Mark DeCenza go into turn 1.
When they push the car from the garage to the grid, I want them to change the tires.
Pretty much.
I'm getting 4 tires. I don't care. I didn't even know there was such a thing as 2 tires at Darlington.
At Darlington, yeah. It's an extremely rare instance where I'd want to do that.
Well, these guys were expecting more cautions. Darlington, it's a nice big field. Some damaged cars, but then we're getting them. These pro drivers give us a long green flag run. Of course, we had a couple incidents that coulda, shoulda, woulda, but they did not bring out. NASCAR didn't feel there was no simulated car parts on the ground there, so. Mark DeCenza in the lead there, Kipper. There's your boy.
Yeah, Slim pulled over, just let him go. I don't know if Slim's just trying to save more. Oh, we got Matt Watkins looking to get around the 91, and man, look how close Ken Shea can get that car to the wall. Makes me real nervous about the wall glue, but he gets through. What I'm talking about with the wall glue, if you're not familiar with it, in NASCAR 2003, going actually all the way back to NASCAR 4 from the year 2001, people would lean, especially here at Darlington or Pocono as well, they would just lean it against the wall and use that as like a slot car track, just going around, never lift. And so what they did is they added some drag to the wall. Yeah.
Before it became a
well, it was still a sim, but people would game the system that way. So they patched it to add this thing where the wall grabs you and takes a hold. We call it the wall glue or a wall suck. And it starts slowing you down as you're touching the wall, and if you try and yank the wheel, you just pop off of it. And you usually go flying across the track.
How far is Watkins and Shea going to be able to go with those older left side tires?
They'll be able to go as far as anyone else. The right sides will still wear out before the lefts, but the real question is how much time are they going to lose? Now we are within 100 laps to go here. So if people want to start breaking out those strategies of, say, a 33-lap run, break it into 33-lap runs, you could take the gamble and pit right now and hope you don't catch a caution. That might, you know, if I'm Chris Beckman right now, who's lost touch with the lead pack, I think I might do that.
T-Roy said grab a bud, so when T-Roy talks, people listen. He's like E.F. Hutton, so...
Yeah, you don't have to tell...
you, T-Roy.
You don't have to tell Milty that twice. Yeah, the guys in the second...
The pit road goes to 15 sideways! Sideways, still sideways!
Saves it. And here comes Webb. Oh, his teammate Webber. And Matt Watkins in the end of pit wall.
Crashing into each other. Oh, man. Matt Watkins did what he does, and that's push the limit. He would have made it, but his teammate was also pushing the limit.
Well, that's the thing, yeah, Webb had nowhere else to go there, and 40's around on the front stretch, and we have caution.
Terrible damage, but this is definitely going to... Let's see what he does here. 15 in. Obviously going to get 4 tires.
Ken Shea in.
They're having to pull out the fenders a little bit. 15 on. And they are getting the damage fixed. They're working on it, beating on it. A little bare bond, and away he goes. Not too long in, but that was significant damage into those water barrels.
So there it was, the 43. Brian Lovell got a little wall suck there like we were talking about.
And
here came...
The thing is, they pitted before the caution, so this might not hurt them.
I'm not sure if everybody made it.
I'm ready, knocked over my trash cans, yeah. Oh, did you see that, though? We gotta watch that again. I'd like to get some in-car of Matt Watkins.
Yeah, I want to see Webb, actually.
Grabbing his butt with 2 hands there, trying to make that thing get in the pit road, and he's be like, I got it. I got this, man. Oh,
actually,
no,
we're going to ride with Webb and see what he saw.
Even better.
So you see, they both had this strategy. Well, just right as I was saying it, they tried to do it, and those tires were just junk from Matt. And look, right here. Right here, Webb can't see where Matt is.
Exactly.
So he thinks Matt missed pit road and is going to come back around.
Exactly. Otherwise, he would have stayed inside right there.
Yeah, I can't put that on Webb at all. Now the caution's out.
Matt was so into saving the car, he might have been just going, oh crap, instead of saying, I'm going to make it inside. That stuff happens so fast, dude. That it's time for T-Roy to have him a vodka. That's for sure.
All right,
Good
so Webb was on pit road. So was Matt Watkins. They both made it before the caution, but they're still going to lose. They're still going to lose laps, I think, because of being trapped on pit road.
I'm so confused, but it doesn't take much. I'm a driver, not a mission. How's this going to pan out now?
Well, we are showing Steve Webber, Ken Shea, Matt Watkins, Tom Jackson all 1 lap down, and you see them lined up there in front of your leader.
They haven't crossed the start-finish line yet, or have they?
They're going to be tail end, I believe.
Let's see
when we take this restart.
Was that timing and score already refreshed?
Yes, I think they're going to be tail end here. Either that or they're going to be a lap plus tail end.
The Highwayman, Western Auto, number 40 down pit road. Matt Watkins goes back down pit road.
Matt Watkins, maybe Matt Watkins is the lucky dog.
This could be looking at the.
Yeah, 15 is the lucky dog. So those cars.
15 is the lucky dog.
So the 8. How about that? That's Matt Watkins' luck right there.
He's a lucky dog.
But
stop and get a little more damage fixed.
But those cars in front of the leaders, that means they are a lap down plus. They're a lap down plus tail end.
That's even worse. What they need to do is fight for the next lucky dog.
No, I stand corrected. The scoring updated. Steve Webber, Ken Shea just updated to negative 108 seconds, which tells me they are tail end.
Tail end of the lead lap. And then
Yeah, sorry about that, folks. Sometimes you just gotta wait for the scoring and
they're
timing to
ahead
update
of the
before you can
first
really
place
see
car.
what's going on.
Well, we got all kinds of activity on pit road. Tom Jackson, major damage there. They're working on that greens. I can't see the sponsor on the hood there.
TG Reese stays out, taking the lead here. Probably going to come by and top off this time.
Definitely Tennessee Titans.
Matt Watkins letting the team
Advocare
work on that car.
Taxpayer Advocare Service. Your voice at the IRS. Well, thanks, Tom.
Point with my mouse here. You can see those gaps between the hood and the fender right there, and right there on Matt Watkins' number 15 car. That's going to have an effect, especially through 1 and 2. Oh, and again, see there's a gap right here. Hood to bumper area.
TG Reese was the leader, and now he pits, and that's Cole Bandit. Ding!
Yeah, so that damage on Matt Watkins' number 15.
I need a beer here. I'll be right
That's
back.
going to cause some.
Budweiser.
That's going to cause some extra drag. It's going to make the car push more, especially through 1 and 2, the heavily aero-dependent end of the track. And it's just not going to help him on the longer runs. No, he's... Oh my god, he's almost spinning it under caution here.
I'm seeing a lot of cars out here with a little bit of damage.
I got Chris Beckman joining us in the booth again. Yeah, there's... Some cars have been knocked around without bringing out the caution there. Matt Watkins almost missed pit road and caught... He actually hit the barrels coming in. That's how he got... That wasn't the source of the caution. The caution happened behind him. But he got himself a lucky dog and a lap.
I think if he can stay in a group of cars, maybe that arrow won't hurt him quite as much as it would if he's running by himself.
Yeah, and if it comes down to a fuel mileage race, that'll actually play to his hand. His arrow will become less important there than taking care of the fuel.
Yeah, every lap you run, the more worn the tires get, the less that arrow's going to hurt you. So.
Exactly. But 1 and 2 in open air is going to really hurt with messed up like that, and 1 and 2 is the big tire saver around here.
Absolutely.
All right, well, about to go back to green. Looks like you've recovered nicely. Go get him, Chris.
Just trying to stay patient and keep her clean the rest of the way.
And that is the name of the game here at Darlington.
Good luck there, butter boy.
Alright, so Steve Weber and Ken Shea tail end of the field here will lead us back to green with Slim Jim behind them as your race leader. Looks like Tom Jackson dropping way low to let cars go on the restart. Oh, you see all these guys starting in first gear, losing traction, and...
Yeah, I don't know if I'd do that.
What happened to...
Oh, boy,
124 catches it.
Coagulated. Oh, contact with the 3 and the 91.
91 gets some wall there.
A little bit there. I don't think the 3 thought he was there, and Ken Shea probably didn't think he was quite there, but
I don't know what's going on with Matt Watkins.
Steve Weber, he can't think he had little or any damage there. Just slowly getting into his teammate there, but definitely not anybody's fault except Matt for just, putting a show on getting in the pit road. He does not disappoint.
What is going on with Matt Watkins, though? He didn't pass the 87 too soon. Gets down to turn 1, and then just crawls around. Crawls it around the apron there.
Well, we had Abney twice. Went out on the scanner with Lucky Dog 15. I'm not sure if he looked like he did everything right there going down pit road.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened at all. Oh, no, he didn't get the tail end of longest line. That's what it is. He's penalizing himself on the restart. That's why. When you get the Lucky Dog, you're supposed to start end of the longest line, even if you're still a lap down while receiving it.
Yeah, he has to
He lined up on the inside. That's why he dropped back.
He has to do that, otherwise he'll get nailed later, and he won't be racing next week. You know.
Or Ryan just won't give him the lucky dog. Like what I'm admitting, if someone doesn't line up in the right spot, they're just not getting the lucky dog.
And Steve Weber, so he needs a caution. He needs that lucky dog, I think, here.
He needs the caution. He won't be the lucky
dog.
dog.
He can get the waiver
He'd be the waiver on. Ken Shea is currently sitting in the lucky dog spot. And he's got the right side of that car knocked in.
Slim Jim Gately has no patience for this. I gotta go, son.
Well, you got the Rocket nipping at his heels.
I'm not a bum, Nick. Alan Wilson, yeah, Matt has never had the lucky dog. Doesn't know what to do. Yeah, Alan obviously must race against Matt like in other leagues or something.
No, that's Sam. That's Sam on his roommate's account, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, you gotta tell me this stuff.
Here we go. Slim has, he's got to get around Webb.
He's gonna get freight train now.
Yeah, and that's gonna, Ken Shea's got to get around Webb now to put himself.
Dog.
That's got, yeah, well, Ken's got to get back around Webb to get himself back in the lucky dog spot. Webb needs to hold Ken off to keep the lucky dog, and man,
easy.
It is a yellow car battle here.
Wants to get into a spot where he can drive, you know, but 91's got to get to going here. He's got business. Rick Castle, ever vigilant. So Skiji, he's in that same predicament as the big cactus. Rick Castle's P3. I expect Rick to be patient here, but he would like to get around these guys and go after the win. Long way to go still. Not even halfway yet. Rick has shown nothing but patience and drives within himself. Just had some terrible luck. Definitely some old school FSB in the house. Troy Noel, longtime member. Jim Ray, original owner and operator. Still enjoying the show that Jim built. The house that Jim built. Going back to the 9, you're first we'll take a look at Chris Beckman, who's battled his way back from wrecking on under caution there. And he's fighting real hard with the 124 here, putting the pressure on.
Eric Castle went for a couple slides there. Didn't do the right sides a whole lot of good.
Once that starts to happen, these drivers have what are called F screens. You can cycle between how much fuel the computer thinks you have left, your tire temperature, tire wear, and these guys all have buttons set on that. When you do that, you can click over to your tire temperature, and you can visually see that right front. Once it gets up to about 220, then you start doing serious damage. Want that baby around 210, 208. And there is the battle of long runs here. Then we go back to the beer can. You know, I actually had a Coors Light the other day.
Oh my God, you're cheating on Bud?
Damn good beer. Well, the store was out of Budweiser, so. But man, it didn't have the kick. Of course, that was Coors Light.
I didn't know it was possible to run out of Bud.
I'm not that picky, you know. Well, I like my Budweiser.
I don't think I've ever heard of any place running out of Bud
Hansen
before.
in 5th, but he's like in P10 in this line. And a huge back to Johnny Doucette. Fought his way back, 5 fingers. He scraped the wall like he got a Darlington. He got the Darlington mile stripe, and yet the 58 in 6th place, a ways back, but obviously he would like a caution. Not sure, what that car has left, but still battling in this second group. Then you got Ryan Johnson, your admin, Brothers and Bodies and Paint. Brothers and Bodies and Paint. Kibbles and Bits.
Kibbles and bits and bits and bits and kibbles and bits
Jason
and bits.
Tolfer in P8 there after going for a ride and getting some serious damage. They beat that car
59's
out.
making a move on the 58 here. It's like Ryan Johnson taking Johnny Doucette down the front stretch.
If these guys got damaged and then you start getting long runs, that tire degradation, the car just doesn't have the grip. You can drive it hard first, and then it just starts to push and get loose, and it just gets worse and worse.
And you're seeing here why Webb fought so hard to keep Shea from getting by him. He is hanging with these leaders. He knows how to get around here fast. He was pretty strong Tuesday night. So he just wants to keep himself in that lucky dog spot as long as he can. Pops Margison hanging out there, 99 in 9th. 6-7 seconds back there approximately from the leaders, tail end of this second pack. Turning the laps, looking good.
Oh boy, Tom Jackson let everybody by there.
Yeah, Tom Jackson still, as you mentioned before, still relatively new to this whole sim racing deal.
Jay is awesome.
Yeah, Tom Jackson's still relatively new to racing, and this is a really, really tough track on rookies. So he's doing a good job just keeping that car under him out there tonight. With Slim Jim, did he get loose, or is he letting... He's taking the lead back from this end, so that's what's going on there.
Matt Watkins in P12 all by himself. He really wants a caution. These two vets that have gone at it for years. It seems like every time we talk about Slim Jim Gately, he's battling another stud for the win. This time it's Mark DeCenza. Matt Watkins, Mark DeCenza, Ken Shea.
Gotta be impressed with Webb hanging with him, though. If Webb can just get that lucky dog, I think he might have something to say about the outcome of this one.
Well, he's been strong all night, and that tells me that the car is still good with probably 0 to no damage.
You see Slim just lets the
Slim
3 go
Jim
that
lets
time.
him by. Why? Because he wants to make a long run of this.
Absolutely.
He wants to outsmart the 3 car. Everybody knows how great the 3 is. I've raced against him. He's been doing this for 15, 16 years, and his Achilles heel has always been the pit stop. So what are you going to do? And the fact that he likes to lead. But sometimes when he gets in the lead, it's all over. Darlington, you're going to try to think about tire wear and try to let him burn his stuff off. It's a lot easier to save tires when you're following than when you're leading. Ken Shea hanging right there also. What they need is a caution, and then these leaders to have enough time to give them their lap back, which these guys will do that if it's safe.
Ken Shea reeling that
right there, but here comes the 124, Rick Castle. He's like, I want to win this race, dude. You need to get out of my way here. Ken Shea's feeling him, and he's making that decision, and he's going to let both of them by. That's a very class act right there. He gave it the battle. Oh, very difficult to do that in one there, though. Hitting that apron, it's flat right there. So
Oh, we lost DeSenza. I was looking away at this at Ken Shea letting people go, and I look left and see the screen frozen.
DeSenza, just internet.
Mark DeSenza has been dropped.
He's connected back, but he's been dropped. That puts him out of the lead and out of. Well, we got a long way to go, just past the halfway point, but he needs to get in now. He's probably going to be 2 laps down at least.
At least, yeah.
That's part of sim racing is internet connections.
It's rough.
Okay, Shea letting 2 more cars by. Once again, very class act from a veteran. He's won a lot of races, and he knows the situation, and he doesn't want to be a part of that. And
Mark's back already.
Get a lucky dog here or something.
Wait, the heck? How did I get Mark's paint job still showing? After disconnect, it should be. Oh, because I'm in replay. Never mind. When you're on the track and someone disconnects and reconnects in front of you, they come back in a blurry default car. I forgot that when we're out here, we don't get that.
So Mark is back on the track again. Horrible luck for the 3 car. Worked his way to the lead. In this day and age,
Shawn 2 down.
with computers the way they are and systems,
yeah, but watch this.
Happen as much, but
watch this. He's on fresh tires because you automatically get pitted by disconnecting and reconnecting. And watch how he eats these guys alive on the fresh tires versus their worn tires.
Oh yeah, they're running 32s now. Last lap for Ken Shea, 32. That's 2 seconds a lap. That's a lot.
This could turn into a pit strategy for him in a weird way.
Although that's not the path I'd like to take.
It's not. It's not. But at this pace, what he's got on these guys, this could work out. Oh, he's now 3 down. Oof. Okay, yeah, so he could.
It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough. But when these pits cycle, he might find himself in the lucky dog spot and have everything turn out all right. We'll see. We're just a little past halfway. It's not time to give up. I've seen him come back from worse, so keep digging.
Patiently, the 9 and Rick Castle, but especially the 9s, got by Rick Castle here, and now is moving. Or, I mean, excuse me, I'm sorry. He's behind Rick Castle. And he's got the 41 of Chris Beckman, too. This group right here might have saved some tires here for later in this run if it stays green.
And Slim Jim without the pressure from DeSenza anymore just lets Webb go, put himself tail.
Absolutely.
That puts him tail of the lead lap, and that plays to Ken Shea's hand, as now Ken Shea finds himself alone 1 lap down in the lucky dog spot.
Well, to say is Slim Jim's smart, that'd be like saying, there's a bear in the forest, you know? You get the idea. He's smart. Yeah, so Jay must be Jason Dolfer.
Yeah, Jason Dolfer. Let's go find him.
We need some, we got a couple fans in here. So Jam and Jay is, because there's a couple Jays. There's a couple dudes with Jay's name.
Yeah, we got a bunch of Jims. That's why every Jim has a nickname. Because we had Jim Ray running the place, and then we had Jim Margison, and Jim Gately, and Jim Scharf.
Got into that action earlier. There was no bueno there, but
we got Jim Christopherson.
Car's still pretty good.
So that's how they all ended up with nicknames. How Jim Gately became Slim, Jim Scharf became Pinky, Jim Margison became Pops, and when Jim Christopherson came along, we kept it going, and I stuck the Highwayman on him.
Here come that second group. Rick Castle, smooth as glass.
If I'm Slim, I let these guys just catch me. You know that there's 3 of them. You know they're working together. You know they're going to be working their stuff harder.
Yeah,
just knock a couple tenths off your lap time. Follow Webb. use less of your stuff. You don't need to maintain the lead.
Go way up there. That's what starts to happen. You go into the corner, plus you're losing some aero downforce. Slim Jim Gately down pit road.
Down pit, indeed. I think this will be.
Pitting, but Slim Jim Gately, your leader, down pit road. What are these other guys going to do? Let's look at the scanner here. Steve Weber signaling the 63 of Jason Dolfer. Bob Smargerson, Matt Watkins. It's time to pit, folks.
Hey, Rick Castle stayed out, got that lap led. Here comes 41 of Chris Beckman. Ken Hansen staying out.
It's going to give you about 59 laps. That's going to be, you'll be able to split that in half if it stays green easily. 124. Yep. Everybody box, as they say in Europe. Rick Castle inherits the lead. He hasn't had the lead in a while. Jack Daniels. Let's watch him come down pit road here. Tennessee.
Slam is serviced and away.
9 pitting with him here.
Nope, 9 goes around.
No, he is not, and that slows him down. There's varying schools to where you want to pit. I like to do more what Castle did there. I like to go down into the back straight and get down low and just drive it in hard instead of staying out late. It's real risky to get hit in the rear when you do that.
It's true, but if you're trying to make up a gap on the pit stop, you want to come down kind of in the middle of the corner.
Make that pit stop pretty fast. Of course, that was in the day.
Mm-hmm. Mark DeSenza finds himself now 2 laps down.
I'm sure T-Roy sells that, the alcohol salesman. If he don't sell it, it don't go on his car. I guarantee that.
Here comes the 9 of Ken Hansen.
When he gets stopped for the 124, he's going to have to get around 40 car of the highwayman. 4 tires, and does a great job getting out there.
Oh, Ken Hansen has to back up in his stall. That's going to cost him precious seconds on the track. That's deadly under green.
Caution, and they did not get it thus far. Green flag, professional pit stops. The Castle's like that.
TG Reese down pit road as well.
Good solid stop for the 124. You can, when you haven't run in the chance to get on the podium, you can outthink and try to do something out of your depth and blow your race. Best thing you do is not make mistakes and let somebody else make them.
Oh, Ken Hansen making a huge mistake there, almost. Woo, he almost merged too early, and that would have been a deadly black flag.
That's what we're talking about right there.
But instead he cuts down.
Everything.
As long as he didn't get too far out there, I think Ken might be okay.
Chris Beckman rolling like a turd of hurdles. 30.6. I'm going to go back because there's only so much I can watch. Go back and see how his stop went.
Yeah, he cycles through into second spot, so he obviously had a really strong stop.
I'm going to watch his pit entry. He comes in kind of early like I do, or like to do. Apex is in, strong towards the center. Just stay on the track and making that right veer.
But look at what Slim gained by not only having a perfect stop, but being the first one to hit pit road. He is now 6 seconds up on the 41 of Chris Beckman. Mark DeSenza currently 1 lap down. Mark DeSenza in the lucky dog spot. Like I said, you just gotta keep digging. Gotta believe.
Not for Jason Dolfer too, but track position is killing him now. Still, he gets up to P6 after getting in that wreck earlier. Oh, thank you, buddy. T-Roy. You're the man, T-Roy. And Shay, just, man, what could have been, but it's not over yet. Long time to go.
Well, after that perfect cycle of green flag stops, I'm gonna take a break, grab myself a drink, and I'll be right back with you, Milty.
Make it a strong one. Oh, Ryan Johnson.
No, I'm not quite yet
P5.
ready to drink like that yet, especially with the headaches I've been having. But I have a feeling, soon I'll be able to get back.
Rick Castle and Steve Weber. And Castle, hard wreck for Castle. And it's
that's
still
heartbreak.
green.
It's still green.
Are you kidding me? What horror for Rick Castle again?
Rick Castle letting Ken Hansen go by. Here comes Webb on the low side.
I didn't have bad luck.
Oh, Webb got a little bit of the apron there. It's real narrow trying to pass the high off too.
That ain't a caution NASCAR. Are you kidding me? Because he got going there.
Because he got going, he never stopped in the racing groove. And, that's just heartbreak for Rick Castle.
Chance for a podium tonight.
Still got it. Still got the chance. He can catch a caution. Maybe.
Well, when bad luck arises, that could be good luck for somebody else.
Absolutely. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab that soda now. As I was trying to say, not quite ready to get back to the drinking yet. We'll see how the rest of this week goes. Mood might improve, but and the headaches.
No worries, man. Slim Jim Gately, a commanding lead here. 8 seconds now, almost 9. Slim Jim, snap yourself into a Slim Jim. Oh, did you see that pit stop? You know, the professor has been on it all year. One of the best I've ever saw. I could put him in that group. He's got to be a triple co-goat. Along with, names from the past that were dominant drivers that I'd love to see out here in a perfect world and see what they could do against Slim Jim Gately. Because I'm telling you right now, with this great professional competition, with 47 to go, there's going to be one more stop here, at least. Running solid 30.6, about a half second off his fastest time. Matt Watkins lets him by and then gets in line. Watkins still needs the lucky dog here, which in P9, he may have it if he gets a caution. The Butterman, Chris Beckman in second. He definitely wants a caution here. Get a chance to go after Slim Jim mano a mano, but Slim Jim's earned that gap, but anything can change here. But the cautions, they're just not throwing them for nothing. You're going to die out here to get a caution. Ken Hansen, the beer can, solid T3. Steve Weber in that same boat, now in P11. He's behind on trying to get that lucky dog if it arises. Quietly, like he does, Ryan Johnson, proud father of Isaac Johnson, go-kart champion a few weeks ago. And with dad being crew chief, that's pro karting right there, man. I mean, it's no joke. And they just, also like to hone their skills here, sim racing at FSP. If they say sim racing doesn't translate to the real world, I'll just see what happened when the COVID came out and you see all the real racers and TV, showing this stuff on different sims, and this sim is right up there with any of them. Jason Dolfer, P5, what a battle back. The 63 car, the Skull Man.
I'll tell you, it was also cool to see some of the guys who didn't get a chance to run in the best equipment run on exactly equal stuff, just like we are here tonight. Fixed setups, all the cars are the same. And you saw Timmy Hill winning one of those iRacing events against the big boys.
Yeah,
it really showed what he can do.
Screen and simple steering wheel like I got, it's not always the rig, it's the rigger,
Absolutely. Meanwhile, Jason Dolfer's got TG Reese nipping at his heels here for P5.
And this is for position. The veteran TG Reese been around, I think, since Harry Gant. Well, heck, he's been around longer than that. But,
yeah.
Obviously a big Harry Gant fan. Ding, and he's trying to get him a pinch between his cheek and gum here, but that's really close. With the 63 of Dolfer, they're still going at it. This might be the best race on the track right now.
It definitely is. Best for position.
53 going down low again, and
wow, look at that surge. I think Jason just let him go. Discretion being better part of valor there into turn 1.
That's
or
where you want to let people
3 rather.
Though, there. They're going to take you inside there. You got to get off it a little early and hit the brakes, and you give them that lane.
Because he's not done yet. Here comes Johnny Doucette.
Doucette with a nice pass. Very difficult to do that. They're still on, pretty happy tires right here. Still, though, when you look at the tire degradation and the lap times, can't really tell from these guys back here battling.
We're about a 1.2 second, 1.3 loss on Slim Jim up there on the lead.
The veteran Slim is going to manage his stuff right now. He knows he's got a gap. He knows he has the lead. He's not worried about maybe, backing off a little early on the corners, saving his tires. He's looking at those tire temps. He misses nothing. And, trying to push hard now in the lead, why do that when you can save and let those guys coming for you push hard and use their stuff up?
By the way, the Lucky Dog
Easy
has
to
passed.
say.
The Lucky Dog position has passed to Matt Watkins.
Well, he needs a caution, and with this, typical Darlington late in the race like this, might not get one. Guys already losing 2 seconds a lap from their best times.
Here comes DeSenza.
Of Ken Shea down pit road.
Mark DeSenza as well.
And he spins it into the wall. Into the wall again, and DeSenza behind him. I think Skeety's lost a little focus there, maybe.
Well, we talked about how hard it is coming in on those burnt up tires, and we saw it there.
That's still going to give you 37 laps. That's pushing it right there.
Ken Trey overshoots his pit stall, too.
Yeah, the thing is when you're right in the thick of it and then you lose a lap, Darlington can mesmerize you into losing your focus as laps click by and you start to realize your chances become more futile. It's hard to keep that motor revved up in your head, So I expect the leaders to go more around probably another. Right now we're at 36, so I'm expecting them to come in about 2 or 3 laps.
Yeah,
here.
we'll be right in that window we were talking about before.
For Slim Jim, he may even make it a lap longer, but he's going to lose 2 seconds doing it. So,
well, he can afford to lose 2 seconds. He can actually.
You might want to do that. Yeah.
He can afford to let Chris Beckman make the first move.
And that's what I would do.
Because he doesn't want to get caught out on a caution by being the first one to pit this time by. If he gets caught out, it's race over for him. He's not going to be able to come back from that.
That walk is desperately needing a caution, as many cars here.
We'll get the second camera here on 41 of Chris Beckman if I can find him. There he is. There's the Land O'Lakes butter machine.
Slim Jim's going over with his teammates here. This is what I'm going to do. He's got the lap car, the 043 hounding him, and the 124 of Rick Castle pitting there.
Yeah, Rick Castle pitting right in front of him.
Very scary right there. Liv's going to be thinking, okay, well, the 043 must have pitted or still running really hard. I mean, what am I going to do here? Need to get out of this here pretty quick. And he goes down low, and
I think he wants to pit this time.
Yeah, that's what I would do. And the 41's going to follow suit, so it's still okay that he pits on that scene. Nice, beautiful. Walks him up a little coming down. See how he took that later line there, though? That's really the fastest way to do it. But it's very hard, and you just saw the professor, the master, execute.
Yeah, Slim took the safe route. Chris took the aggressive route, and you see that he closed up the physical distance on the track. But and he's not going to lose any time from the tires. Oh, and Slim's got to wait for the 124.
Wow, boy,
costing him more time. Oh, Slim's really far to the left. I don't know if they're going to change left side tires on that.
Are they?
Oh, we got to watch him. We got to watch him.
We're right on him here. I'm right down pit road.
They did not change left side tires.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, that is devastating.
And he spins it
coming off pit road as well.
He was not expecting that, and just horrible timing for the 23 there and the 41. And he's
still spinning because those left side tires are almost useless at this point.
They're toast.
And the right sides are brand new.
And the 41 goes by and takes the lead. What did we say at the beginning of this race? You got to execute these pit stops. Or maybe we didn't, but we're saying it now.
Oh, I did for sure. And how Slim just got knocked a little off his game.
Oh, my gosh.
By the 124
I was just about
in front
to say,
of him.
you know, it's not over. The pit stop sequence isn't over till it's over. And an excellent entry, everything, and then just bad timing. Having to get around and wait for the 124 to come out. Nothing the 124 did wrong. He got to go, you know. That's the great thing about this sim, real life pit stops.
Here's a view from Slim's car as he came in. You see there's 124 getting his service.
You can't
drops
make this
and goes
stuff up, man.
Oh. Too close to the
really
wall.
Needs a caution now. Because, he's lucky if he's even going to be able to finish this race with those left side tires. He's not going to be, I don't know.
He's fighting the car. You can see we're back live with him here. He is running 31.7s on those right side tires. He's lost second place. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's because those guys haven't pitted.
That stuff either. You pick your best time to stop. He avoided disaster the lap before, which could have been bad, and instead managed it well. Then made a great entry, and you can't, unless you're Nostradamus, you can't think that far front.
Ryan Johnson comes in from second place to get his service.
He's got to be shaking his head, going, "Gosh darn it, man! Wow."
Johnny Doucette pits from the lead.
What did we say earlier? Bad luck for some brings opportunity for others.
An opportunity knocks for Chris Beckman in the 41 car. He was looking for some points to get back in it. And, he's got a long way to go, but still. He's got to like his chances now. This has got to be a great points night for him. Slim Jim still holding on to second place, but for how long? Those left side tires aren't going to carry him to the end of the race. They're yellow by the time you pit under green. He could very well blow left front.
Yeah, Beckman isn't lying about either. He's just ran a 39, best lap of 29.9, which might be the fastest lap of the race that I've seen.
It was earlier.
And he ran a 39 again, which by himself with no draft, he's not. He's going to drive it hard here.
Yeah, you can see up there on the screen the fastest laps of the race, and he's had that 29.934, but he laid that down in the first screen run.
Well go for it now. I mean, you still got to manage tires because you're on a 30 lap run or so. 29 lap or whatever when they pitted. So you got to manage a little bit, but every lap you gain. And then if the caution comes out, you're all going to have to pit anyway. So might as well put the pressure on them now. This is when you can kind of go a little bit. But you're looking at his line, very smooth. He likes to drift up against the wall like I used to, which was scaring you a little bit, but I like it right up there. Drift up there, pick it up, and then power out.
Yeah, I just don't like it because of that wall glue. You just don't have a margin of error up there.
Don't hit it. My thing was 3 and 4 there, though. Finding that wall. Real easy. And it's got wall glue, too.
Mm-hmm.
Right up against the wall, the 41. And Jim fighting the battle here. But the 9 car of Ken Hansen looking to get a podium. He hasn't had one in a while, and he's barreling down, and he's catching the ailing Slim Jim Gately number 23 car. The beer can been on it all night, and he's coming. He beat you Tuesday night, as we've heard. The shorter prelim race to this Friday night race, and Slim's not messing around. He knows another class act move. Man, when things go bad, everybody loves a winner, but everybody loves a good loser too. And Slim Jim Gately has always shown nothing but class and respects everything, and that's why he's been a cherished member and admin here for years.
Yeah, I know certain elected officials that could learn something from that.
Absolutely. There's no 4-year limit. Thank God we got that. Let's not get into politics.
Nope. They're still counting anyway.
We don't do that. Yeah, well, whatever it is.
And we were counting down the laps here.
P2. Slim Jim having to give it up there. And doing it with class. Cars really, they want a lucky dog or a caution too, is Five Fingers Johnny Doucette. And can't remember why they call him Five Fingers, but there's a story behind that. Probably told me and I forgot. We're going way back. The P4, how about that? T.G. Reese. What a great run for the veteran. He has not sniffed a possibility at a podium in a long time. Yet he shows up every week and runs and has a great time. It's kicking the butt. Get to meet this guy. He's just always upbeat and laughing. And I guess he's laughing. He's laughing with me or he's laughing at me. I'm not sure.
There's some smoke on the front stretch there. Thought I saw some smoke on the front stretch. Let me see. Look at the YouTube window. Yeah, someone spun on the front but got it going again. No harm, no foul.
NASCAR's not going to throw that. Last Johnny Five Fingers and the Big Cactus, Steve Weber, still going at it, having fun, battling for a top 10. What could have been for both these cars. They were in that same group of cars, like Rick Castle and the 41, Chris Beckman, that could have, they were all right in there. Who's going to take advantage? And thus far, it's been the 41.
Matt Watkins made up that second lap under green. Is currently sitting P5. He needs a caution to have a shot at this, but he's got a shot at it if he can catch a caution in the next few laps here.
Why is he the winningest racer of all time at FSB? You're seeing
That's
it.
why, yeah.
He is a stud. He's a world-class stud that could race in any league, in any sim, at any time, and be competitive. Fast Hands is driving it like he stole it. You know what? I need to hit the porta potty real quick. I'll be right back.
A tremendous drive there for Matt Watkins, as we noted. Give a call to Jason Dulfer. P6 there in the 63 car. Rounding out your lead lap cars is Ryan Johnson, despite all the problems he had earlier on. Getting caught in a couple things there. He's hanging on to a top 10 run there, last car lead lap. Chris Beckman is really just babying that 41 car around. He knows he's got no competition. In fact, he is babied it so much that Ken Hansen is only 3 seconds behind, and Hansen does have the draft help from the 40 car. So I think Chris knew he was coming, and he's decided to save his stuff. Slim Jim Gately still out there on those old left side tires, hanging on to P3 for dear life. That is a gritty, gutsy drive there for the 23. Let's go on top of the 9 car. You can see he's got Chris Beckman in his sights, and we're inside 10 laps to go here. And he's coming. He is coming fast.
I tell you what, that was the cleanest porta potty I've been in a while. Thank you,
Don't eat the
Darlington.
cakes.
Yeah, we got a race here.
And they're on this. They're within the draft of the 41 car now.
The 9 car, Ken Hansen.
Ken pitted later than the 41. He's got more. He's got more stuff.
He goes right by him like nothing.
Passed him like he was standing still. Ken Hansen in the 9 car going for the Darlington sweep.
Looking at his lap time, still 31.2. This lap, 31.7. He is just driving the wheels off that beer can. When this guy is right, when he gets a little bit of luck and gets to run his style of race, this was his style of race. He don't like to start up front. He likes to work his way to the front and then show you later what he's got. This is vintage Ken Hansen right here.
Meanwhile, Slim Jim with those just absolutely destroyed left side tires has surrendered 2 more spots now. Matt Watkins bringing Matt Watkins to 4th and Jason Dulfer. Jason Dulfer
is fighting it.
Jason Dulfer to P5. I know he's got a rooting section out there.
Heck yeah.
That's a great run at Darlington. And Matt Watkins.
By Slamma-Jamma.
Can anyone stop this guy? How?
Matt Watkins is a beast. Especially when he gets mad, you know. I mean, you don't hear him get mad. He's not the kind of guy to yell, you know, or
you wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
But he's just one of them guys that, man, you're on it. You know, I was never his teammate in stock cars, but I was in endurance racing, and I finally got to hear what he's a bulldog, dude. Okay, what's the 9 gonna do here? He's got these guys wanting to get by here.
Well, those are lapped cars. He's got nothing to lose letting them by.
Absolutely, and he's a veteran. He's thinking that, but at the same time, they've got to be thinking, this is the leader. We don't want to do anything, crazy here.
He's checked out on Chris
Coming
Beckman,
up to
meanwhile.
2 to go. Like, if I'm those 2 guys behind, well, okay.
There you go. Johnny set.
I'm doing that. That's what I'm doing.
Johnny set
I'm
pulls
not going
over.
to get any positions. Boy, I don't know, man. Ken, let him by.
Yeah,
dude.
let him go.
Let him by.
Let him go.
Let them both go.
Ken Hansen's just going to baby this car around one more time.
Whoa, Weber against the wall. He
White
saves
flag
it.
in the air.
White flag for Ken Hansen. Come on, Kenny. You know, I've gotten to know Ken over the years. He's one of them guys that always likes to hang out after the race and have a few drinks and watch the replays and talk about what I should have done this time. And just a class act, but this guy's got some skills.
Slim Jim's fallen into the clutches of his teammate Ryan Johnson. Ryan taking
Come on, Ken!
P6 from
Ken
Slim.
Hansen is your winner. Woo! How
Ken
about
Hansen, Chris Beckman, T.G. Reese.
that? Man, you know, Beckman, great run. Just really got, the racecraft of Ken Hansen tonight was spot on. Had better tires at the end, and class act by the 41. He knew he was, when a dude catches you, there's a reason why they caught you.
Absolutely.
And the Billy Elliott tribute car pulls to the apron, and he smokes him off. Get some. Well, he had some practice on Tuesday night doing that, so it's been a while, but definitely been a while for Friday night. But tonight, winner, chicken dinner. That's for you, T-Roy. Thanks for you old school FSB bros hanging out, watching.
Round out your top five. Round out your top five. Matt Watkins battles back to from a lap down, 2 laps down, getting the lucky dog to just get one of them back, then on to the back of the field and charges all the way back to 4th. Jason Dulfer, got to be proud of it. The top 5 run at Darlington on a Friday night. Yeah, that really mitigates the point loss he was facing. So Matt Watkins is definitely a good points performance tonight. Jason Dulfer rounding out your top 5. Ryan Johnson, Slim Jim Gately on those absolutely destroyed tires.
On the podium, are you kidding me? Man, I can't wait to hear this guy. I'm telling you what, he's going to be happy.
Yeah, TG
the
on the podium. Again, Slim Jim 7th, Steve Weber 8th, and Johnny Doucette and Rick Castle with that damaged car rounding out your top 10. Quite a lot of retirees. I mean, Mark DeSenza retired after losing all those laps.
He's been running as long as I have. He's the coolest dude as shit. And, excuse my language there. And to see him get on the podium, wow, that's just really cool, man.
Yeah, great job, TG.
Yeah, great job.
We'll see if we can get Ken Hansen there.
We'll send Milty down to get Ken. Yeah. Meanwhile, we got TG. I mean, man, it seemed like just a quiet, keep the head down, keep the car in one piece run there, and then lo and behold, you find yourself on the podium. Tell us how your night went there, TG.
Nothing special. I really dropped to the back, stay out of trouble, just like you said. Race the track. If I got behind somebody that was just a little bit slower than me, I followed Jason there probably for 20 some odd laps, just backing off and waiting until he had a little bit of trouble. And I did that with 2 or 3 times, just not pushing it, not killing the tires any more than I had to, and not putting myself in a bad position of maybe wrecking myself and somebody else.
Absolutely. Keeping the right side on the car is so crucial here. Keep that arrow on so you don't push any harder than you need to through 1 and 2 especially, and lose the straightaway speed. So great job there. Executed the pit stops and everything, and solid top 3 run there.
Well,
Chris.
The TG, that was like... that was old school TG, man. That was like back in the day, back in CC Racing. That's got to be a great feeling to get on the podium, bro.
Well, you better believe it, because just quietly running, not really trying to beat anybody, and
just racing
evidently some other people had a lot of trouble. Matt and Slim, I don't know what happened there. But,
Slim, he was too close to the wall. Too close to the wall and got only right side tires.
On pit road. Yeah. You have to watch the broadcast, man.
There on that last run, I wasn't even looking ahead. I was trying to watch behind me and make sure Matt didn't get too close, and he kept falling back. And then all of a sudden, I see Slim's only about 3 seconds up there, and he's really having to take it slow. So that was kind of a gift, I got to admit, but it's pretty good.
You get a podium at FSB Racing with these great pro drivers. It's party time, TG.
Yeah,
absolutely. Great job, buddy.
TG, one of my teammates said, he's pretty good on old tires. Here he comes.
Chris Beckman there. Looks like maybe there's just a pit strategy just didn't cycle to you, but you had a very solid run there. And it kept the car clean, it looked like. What'd you need there at the end? Just a different cycle, caution, or what?
Except for under caution there, a little snafu there. But did you get damage when that happened?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we had some pretty good rear damage. I was hoping the crew was going to beat on it a little bit longer than they did. But things worked out okay there. Level of concern was pretty high in our pits when I was talking to you guys in the first caution. Like you said, we had a little bit of an issue, but I feel like we rebounded really well. if I'd have known Slim was going to have trouble there, I probably would have taken 4 tires on that last stop.
Oh, you took 2 as well.
You took 2?
Yeah, with 75 laps on my left sides there at the end. I explained why. Kind of hanging on.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't believe. I never would have thought that you would have intentionally taken 2. Yeah, Slim did it by accident.
I think, I hoped it would get me a little closer to him. Now, it sounds like he got 2, and maybe that's why I didn't seem like I was closer coming out. But, I just struggled with track position all night after having the setback early, and I really felt it was the only gamble I could take to try and get up there and challenge him. But, pretty long odds to make that happen.
Yeah, you need about 5 laps, I think.
Yeah, it's just tough. Like you say, this place is a cheese grater, but, we rebounded well. I think it was a good night for us in the points. It looked like a lot of guys were struggling towards the end there. So
yeah, you pulled it within 2 points there. You pulled within 2 points there of Matt Watkins. Matt rebounded tremendously. He made a lap up under green and finished 4th there, 20 seconds back.
Great points night. You really got a shot at the championship here, Chris.
Absolutely. We're coming down. This is race 9 of 12, so we got 3 more to go.
I feel like if we can get some good luck here the last couple of weeks, we've really struggled with getting caught up in some weird stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, last week had that accent that really cost you.
Just like under caution there, man. I mean, Darlington's really strange for the pit, pace car speed, and it really can catch you off guard. And all those little things are like what happened to Slim, where he made a perfect pit stop, came in, was all set, all he needed, and then there were cars coming out of their stalls right as he was coming in. You'll see it on the broadcast, and he had to wait, and then when he veered into his stall, got too close to the wall, 2 tires.
There's so little rubber on those tires when you're coming in to begin with. It's so easy to slide a little bit in your pit box. Real quick before you guys let me go, I just want to congratulate Ken Hansen. He's a terrific guy. I've known him for many, many years. Couldn't be happier for him tonight, man. Great job.
Thank you. Thank you for your mistake.
Ken Hansen, you got a good practice run on Tuesday night, so you got the Darlington sweep on the week. Great job, bud.
It's not a fluke, huh, Shawn?
That was a gift on Tuesday. I got loose and let you go, and then I had to use my stuff up getting back by web. But you definitely got this place figured out, and how'd Tuesday night help you prepare for tonight? Just get the strategy down, get the line down.
Oh, definitely. Repetitions, everything here.
Excellent. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a rhythm track. You get out of the rhythm, you're screwed for laps to come until you get it back.
Well, I likened it to your style, where you're not really a guy that likes to start up front. You like to follow and then finish your opponents at the end, and that was definitely vintage Ken Hansen right there.
No mistakes for once. I'm guessing that I didn't get picked in the broadcast booth.
He did not get picked. We had Slim, and then the broadcaster jinx was that left side tire disaster. Otherwise, I think he had you guys covered, because he would have had 4 tires, and
he would have been out there.
He would have checked out. We didn't realize that Chris only took 2. So yeah, knowing that, he would have been gone. He would have just been no chance of catching Slim. So, but still, a great run there, Ken. Definitely. Did you even have damage? Did you get a stripe?
I did have damage, and I turned it off at the end.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. I mean, everybody gets a stripe.
Yeah, it was just one of those lapse moments. I was like, damn it, I'm in the wall. At least I hung on to it,
Awesome. Great job there. And let's see. You up in the points at all, or have you missed too many races?
Oh, no, I missed many races. I was up in New Hampshire like 3 races.
Oh, yeah, you're 15th now. You did pick up 5 spots, catching up to DeCenza, who had a connection issue tonight. Today, see, the points are updated. For once, I beat Ryan. He even texted me about it, so I knew I was going to get him one of these days. But yeah, points are updated on the screen now. Matt Watkins 2 points ahead of Chris Beckman with 3 races left. Those 3 races are Indianapolis next week, Talladega the week after on November 20th, and then we close out the season. Was that the day after Thanksgiving? Is that Black Friday? November 27th at Homestead. The 2013 Progressive Banked Homestead. Oh yeah, great track, and yeah, classic finish, just like the they've been doing in recent years. So yeah, 3 very big, fast tracks to go, and it should be a great close to the season. Been a great season so far. We got 3 very much alive in it, with Slim Jim still only 8 points back. Tonight hurt him, but he's still very much alive in it. Steve Weber, 18 back. Jim Christopherson, 19 back. So top 5 mathematically in it, and we're going to have some good races to finish this off. But for now, we're going to wrap tonight up. Thanks everybody for joining us out there in YouTube land. We had a pretty decent audience tonight. Thanks for interacting there in the chat.
Thanks everybody.
Make sure you're subscribed if you're not. Leave likes on it. It helps us grow. We're not monetizing, not making money, but we use it as a recruiting tool. So if it gets the visibility up, it helps the league and helps us fill these fields out on Friday nights. Thanks again, our podium finishers here: T.G. Reese, Chris Beckman, Ken Hansen. Thanks for joining us. And of course, Chris and Dan Jones checking in as our in-race reporters through the race. We appreciate that. I know it's distracting. Thank you, Milt Minter Jr., as always, my partner in the booth. Our series sponsor, Bill Farmer, Farm Bros Contracting. Ryan Johnson, your series admin, on the ball with the points and the lucky dogs and the reviews and everything. And of course, Sam Young, keeping the lights on, keeping the league going as our owner-promoter. And that's going to wrap it up for another week here. We got 3 more to go. And we'll see you next time. But until then,